Not long ago, I shared my top 10 spiritual plants and wow, your incredible response blew me away. Your feedback, support, and honest comments inspired me to bring you this brand new, visually stunning guide, packed with fresh tips and gorgeous plant shots you'll love. So whether you're new to our community or a longtime green living enthusiast, get ready to discover the ultimate plants that attract peace, harmony, and vibrant energy into your home. And trust me this time, you'll want to watch till the very end. Science shows indoor plants can lower stress by boosting positive emotion, so where and how you grow them really matters. This remastered edition gives you crystal clear views of each plant, precise placement tips, and a straightforward path to shifting your home's energy. Let's look at what's changed and why it makes a real difference. Most guides on Feng Shui plants stop at naming what's good, without showing you how to make it actually work in your home. That's why so many people were left guessing the first time. Knowing the plant's name isn't enough if you can't see its true form or place it correctly. After the original video reached 700,000 views, your comments made it clear what was missing. This updated version gives you sharper close-ups, 3 bonus plants you requested most, and straightforward placement guidance that removes the guesswork. Recent research found that healthy indoor plants, when placed correctly, can reduce stress and improve overall well-being, so getting these details right matters. Placement tips here follow simple, bagua-based guidelines, often aligned from your front door rather than strict compass readings, so you'll know whether a plant thrives best in the east, southeast, bedroom, or another specific zone for full benefit. With the upgrades in place, we can start with a plant that might surprise you, because while it's known for flavor in the kitchen, its hidden role at home is far more powerful. Basil is often thought of as a kitchen staple for pasta, sauces, and fresh salads, but in many cultural traditions it holds a deeper role. In Hindu practice, holy basil, known as tulsi, is planted near homes as a sacred presence believed to bless the household and invite prosperity. This is different from the common sweet basil you might cook with, though both varieties are valued in their own way. Traditionally, basil is believed to attract prosperity, purify stagnant energy, and offer a gentle layer of protection. That mix of abundance, cleansing, and shielding has kept it in daily life for centuries. One viewer even shared that they keep 2 pots, one for their cooking and one for their spiritual practice, so it meets both needs. For best results, give basil bright sunlight, regular watering, and a spot on a sunny kitchen windowsill or by your front door. It's close enough for daily use while sitting in the flow of incoming energy. When placed with intention, basil becomes more than a plant. It's a steady influence on the atmosphere around you, paving the way for the next choice in creating a calmer space. Lavender's soft purple blooms and distinct scent do more than please the eye and nose. They act like a quiet reset for the atmosphere in a room. Aromatherapy studies link its fragrance to lower stress and better sleep, making it an ideal choice for creating a restful environment. Too often it's placed in busy hallways or unused corners where the scent fades into the background. For Feng Shui, it works best in spaces where rest and relaxation are the goal, like the bedroom or a reading nook, not in high-traffic zones. That's where its calming properties can actually influence the energy you feel. Lavender indoors needs bright light, good airflow, and well-draining soil. A sunny windowsill helps the warmth release more of its natural oils, filling the space with a steady fragrance that quiets restless thoughts and softens tense moods. Used this way, it creates a zone that supports calmer sleep and clearer focus, setting the stage for another plant known less for scent and more for its strong, symbolic presence in Feng Shui practice. Lucky bamboo is one of the most popular starting points for people exploring Feng Shui. It's low maintenance, clean in appearance, and carries deep traditional symbolism. But if it's placed randomly without purpose, most of its potential stays untapped. In Feng Shui, lucky bamboo represents good fortune, health, and harmony. The number of stalks matters, 3 for happiness, 5 for health, and 8 or 9 often used for wealth. Ignoring these details leaves its energy unfocused. It grows well in indirect light and can be rooted in water with pebbles or planted in soil. If growing in a vase, use filtered or distilled water and change it at least weekly to keep stalks healthy. For health energy, place it in the east area of your home. This sector is linked to the wood element and family health on the bagua map. A quick win you can try today. Set up a simple 3-stalk arrangement in a small vase and place it on an east-facing shelf. With the right setup, lucky bamboo shifts from ornament to energy anchor, an approach worth repeating with the next plant known for attracting lasting prosperity. The jade plant has long been seen as a sign of prosperity in Feng Shui. Its rounded, fleshy leaves resemble small coins, which is why it's linked to attracting wealth and steady financial growth. That symbolism works best when the plant is kept in the right place. According to bagua tradition, the southeast area of your home is considered the wealth corner, making it the prime spot for a jade plant. A sunny windowsill in this area is ideal, since jade thrives on bright light, at least several hours a day, along with well-draining soil. Water only when the top of the soil has dried, because the leaves store water, and overwatering is a common cause of decline. Healthy growth supports the flow of positive energy, so care and placement really matter. When you give a jade plant the proper light, soil, and location, it shifts from decoration to a daily reminder of gradual, dependable growth. Do you have a sunny corner that could be your wealth spot? Tell us in the comments. Sometimes the next plant in your home isn't about drawing energy in, it's about silently standing guard. The snake plant, also called mother-in-law's tongue, stands upright with pointed leaves that can signal both protection and caution in Feng Shui. That structure can work like a shield to block unwelcome energy, but if it's positioned poorly, it can feel harsh or uninviting. Where you place it makes all the difference. Scientific indoor plant lists name snake plant for removing pollutants like formaldehyde and benzene, and it tolerates low light, but thrives in bright, indirect sunlight. In Feng Shui, it's often set near an entry or in a spot where you want a protective screen. Avoid placing it directly next to seating areas where its sharp silhouette could feel aggressive. It has low water needs and benefits from good drainage, which helps prevent the root problems that weaken its growth and its energetic effect. Positioned thoughtfully, the snake plant works quietly to improve both the air you breathe and the sense of security in a room. From a strong, watchful presence, let's turn to a plant that balances energy in a way that's subtle, yet deeply restorative. The peace lily may seem like a simple, elegant houseplant, but it works on several levels you don't notice right away. Its white blooms and deep green leaves help tone down the background noise of a busy space, making it a steady influence where energy feels scattered. In Feng Shui, it's valued for harmonizing active rooms so they feel calmer and more balanced. Many overlook its quiet impact, yet peace lilies are commonly noted for removing indoor toxins like benzene and formaldehyde. This means it's improving the air while also softening the overall mood. Place it in social spaces like the living room to help gently lower the energy where people gather, or in a workspace to counter stress buildup. It likes bright, indirect light and consistently slightly moist soil, which makes it reliable and easy to keep healthy when watered regularly. Combining its air-purifying benefits with its peaceful symbolism gives it a dual role as both a visual anchor and an invisible mood adjuster. Some plants work best deep inside the home, while others protect the edges, especially where people enter and leave. Rosemary might be best known as a kitchen herb, but it's also traditionally used to mark and protect thresholds. In older practices, growing a rosemary bush by the entrance was believed to purify and safeguard the space, acting as more than simple decoration. Because it's so often limited to the kitchen, many miss its role in setting clear energetic boundaries. Its strong, clean scent is associated with mental clarity and alertness, so anyone arriving is met with a fresh fragrance and a subtle sense of focus. For healthy growth and to support its Feng Shui effect, place rosemary in full sun, in a terracotta pot with well-drained soil, and water only when the topsoil is dry. Choose a hardy variety suited for containers, and avoid planting it directly inside small or dark entryways where it won't thrive. If you want to test it yourself, try placing a rosemary plant beside your front door for 2 weeks and note whether the space feels fresher, then share your experience in the comments. From this fragrant guardian we move to a plant equally low maintenance but valued for its protective qualities in a very different way. Aloe vera is best known for the gel inside its leaves and its soothing effect on skin, but in Feng Shui, it's traditionally believed to help protect and purify a home's energy. Its thick, upright leaves are said to capture and filter unwanted influences, keeping the atmosphere clearer and more balanced. Experts also suggest placing aloe within a few feet of screens or electronics to help reduce some electrostatic exposure. Placing it well matters. Aloe works best where there's movement and interaction, such as a living room, home office, or other common area. In addition to its symbolic role, it's recognized for improving indoor air by absorbing certain pollutants. For healthy growth, give aloe bright, indirect sunlight, use soil that drains quickly, and water only when the soil is fully dry. You can even try positioning one near your desk and notice the before and after feel over a few days. This kind of mindful placement can turn an unassuming plant into a steady presence that quietly supports the space. Next, we'll look at another plant that's easy to overlook but has a hidden talent for refreshing the air and lifting the mood where it's placed. The spider plant is one of those houseplants people often overlook until they realize what it can do. It's light, adaptable, and works quietly in the background, but it's more than just decor. Spider plants are commonly on air purifying lists and can remove volatile organic compounds, VOCs, in enclosed rooms while adding oxygen. Their arching leaves and trailing baby plants make them easy to hang in a basket or place high on a shelf. This isn't just for looks. Elevating them helps the air cleaning effect reach more of the room. Hang it or put it on a high shelf in kitchens to balance cooking odors, or in children's rooms to help keep the air light and clean. They tolerate indirect light and only need moderate watering. Spider plants grow quickly, and their offshoots are simple to propagate. As a quick challenge, try rooting one of those spider babies in water and starting a new plant for another part of your home. Once you've seen how well an adaptable, low-effort plant can improve a space, it's worth exploring another that thrives almost anywhere while bringing a very different type of energy lift. Pothos is one of the easiest indoor plants to keep healthy, thriving in spaces where others struggle. It's especially useful in corners or shelves that feel dull or lifeless, with quick-growing vines that add movement and fresh green energy. Note: golden pothos is toxic to cats and dogs. Keep it out of reach if you have pets. If those vines are left unchecked, they can tangle and create heavy shapes that Feng Shui sees as blocking rather than circulating energy. Trim and guide the growth to keep the shape free and flowing. Pothos is also known for its role in prosperity symbolism, with trailing leaves that resemble a soft downward flow of abundance. It thrives in medium to bright indirect light but tolerates lower light, and watering weekly is usually enough. Position it in the southeast wealth area according to the bagua map, or let it trail from a hanging pot or tall stand near a sunny spot without blocking pathways. As a quick fix, trim once a month to prevent tangles and keep sightlines open. The next plants build on this idea, chosen directly from the ones you asked for most. 3 plants stood out as clear community favorites for their specific energy benefits and versatility in the home. First, money tree for prosperity and luck. This plant is tied to prosperity and steady financial growth. In Feng Shui, it's often placed in the southeast wealth zone to hold that intention. It thrives in bright, filtered light and needs infrequent watering. Let the soil dry slightly between waterings to keep it healthy. Next, white sage for purification and cleansing. This plant is valued for its strong purification qualities. Traditionally used in native communities and now facing over-harvesting pressure, it's important to source sustainably, grow your own, or use alternatives to avoid cultural harm. A live sage plant near an entry point can refresh the space daily, even without burning. Finally, we have hyssop for clarity and healing. This plant has a long history of use for spiritual cleansing, with references in biblical texts and known antioxidant properties. Place it in a quiet meditative space or on a sunny windowsill in a reflective area to encourage calm focus and an uplifting scent. Knowing the right plants is only part of the process. Their impact depends heavily on where you position them within your space. Feng Shui uses placement as the driver for how energy moves through a home, so where you position each plant directly shapes its effect. Remember, The bagua is normally aligned to your front door, so follow the home's entrance when locating east or southeast, not a compass. For prosperity, place a jade plant in the southeast wealth area. Its coin-shaped leaves reinforce abundance. For restful balance, keep lavender in the bedroom where its scent encourages calm. A peace lily belongs in the living room to smooth social energy. Position rosemary by the front door to mark and protect the threshold. Lucky bamboo fits in the east sector, linking to health and vitality. Don't overcrowd. Experts warn too many plants can create an imbalance. Choose healthy plants and place them intentionally. Plant health matters. Studies show thriving plants produce the positive effect, while sick or dying plants can create the opposite. Matching species to the right bagua area turns casual decor into a coordinated energy system, making every placement decision part of a purposeful design. This is how you begin shaping a home that works with its energy at every level. Before you head out, I want to hear from you. Did any of these spiritual plants spark something in your soul? Let me know in the comments which one you're bringing home first, or share your own favorite that deserves a spot on this list. If you found new inspiration to create a greener, more peaceful space, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. Join our growing community of conscious plant lovers. Together we're transforming homes into sanctuaries of positive energy and abundance. And here's a little secret. Comment with a spiritual plant I didn't mention, and you might see it featured in our next deep dive on sacred herbs and their ancient healing powers. Your wisdom could inspire thousands on their green journey. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.